call the meeting order and call on Councilor Watson to lead us in the pledge, please.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Call roll.
Councilor Brown.
Here.
Councilor Jennings.
Here.
Councilor Broughton. Councilor Watson.
Here.
Councilor Barton.
Here.
Mayor Lovelace.
Here.
We have a quorum to do business.
Approval of the December 28th minutes.
Motion to approve December 28th regular meeting.
Second.
Have a motion by Councilor Barton, a second by Councilor Brown to approve the December 28th, 2020 regular meeting minutes. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Jennings?
Yes.
Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
The minutes for December 28th, 2020 are approved.
Next is approve the accounts payable for December 2020.
Motion to approve accounts payable for December 2020.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilor Brown, a second by Councilor Barton to approve the accounts payable for December 2020. Is there any discussion? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Jennings?
I abstain.
Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
The accounts payable for December 2020 are approved.
Next item is to approve a governmental lease with Caterpillar Financial Services for an excavator, resolution number 21-0111, and I will call on Ray Madden and Rucker Brown.
We just stand here, we need to go. Mayor and Council, this here is an excavator that we're going to use to clear the right of way on our gas pipelines, and I'm sure we'll use it some on our water and our sewer as well. But the main part is to buy it to get on the gas lines and cut some of the trees and stuff down. And we did a lease to purchase on this thing for 5 years, and the payoff is $5,098.71 for 5 years. And anyway, y'all got any questions?
What project are we needing this piece of equipment for?
Just to clear the gas line right of ways from, the main thing is what we really want it for what I'm wanting it for us to clear the gas line from Pollard, actually from Pollard back to the Govt station in there. And then we'll take it and use it on the Atmore line that we got. There's 17 miles of it as well. Cleared all the clear that right of way on it. We got some big trees going on. It's something that needs to be done. We should have done a long time ago. We just, and then when the storm came, and then I had some big trees blow down on the gas line and actually, pried it up a little bit, and we just very fortunate that nothing happened. And I want to get them down before something else, or get another storm in here and something bad happens. And that's why, and we actually, I took bids on prices from other people doing the project. And the excavator's like $285,000 to buy the excavator. And the prices for somebody else to come in here was right at $200,000 just for them to do the project. Okay? And so, that's just that project. At $200,000, I'm telling you, it's a Govt. Sure. To Pollard, and then that 17 miles of mainland.
We have trained personnel that can run this piece of equipment you're talking about wanting to get?
I've probably got 4 guys that can run it.
Any other questions? That's resolution number 21-0111.
I make a motion we approve resolution number 21-0111.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilor Jennings, a second by Councilor Brown to approve resolution 21-0111. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Jennings?
Yes.
Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
The resolution 210111 to approve a governmental lease with Caterpillar Finance is approved.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor and Council.
You put the agenda back up.
Sorry.
Next item is to approve financing to install 11,000 feet of gas line from the trade school to the new water well. Resolution 21-0111-1. I call Ray Mack.
What we got here is we're actually laying a water line right now from the new water well that we're actually putting in out in P Ridge that we did with the EDA money. And we've got about 2 miles of gas line that we can lay in the same ditch with the water line if the council proceeds for us to do this. And, I was bringing it before the council to do it, and I asked the contractor, and he told me he'd do it for $3 a foot plus material. And we're looking at a total of probably roughly somewhere about $46,530 if my calculations are right. And, to put this gas line in while they're actually laying the water line. And I was bringing it to y'all guys and just see what we needed to be on.
So if we don't do this now, if we sometime in the future did it, it would cost much more then? They'd have to dig everything up?
Yeah, I mean, really, there's like I explained to y'all, there ain't a whole lot of room out there, and that's why I really wanted to lay it in the same ditch, with the water line while they're coming down through there. And, it would kill 2 birds with 1 stone, coming down through there. And I think it's a good investment because you got, roughly, you got a pretty good customer load out there already that we already serve them water. And I've had people come to me and ask me to put gas out there before, and we just had never done it.
Do you know what that number is roughly on the water customers?
We probably got roughly, probably 170 customers out there in that area.
So if we get this line in, we could then potentially tap in to that customer base as far as gas goes? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, I perceive, it being a good place to put a gas line in out there. You got a lot of gas tanks out there, a lot of propane tanks, and you can take and convert them to natural gas. I think it's a win-win deal. I get now when you brought it,
Any other questions? All right, that's resolution 21-0111-1.
I'm a motion to approve Resolution 21-0111-1.
Second.
Have a motion by Counselor Brown, a second by Counselor Barton to approve Resolution 21-0111-1. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none, Counselor Brown?
Yes.
Counselor Jennings?
Yes.
Counselor Watson?
Yes.
Counselor Barton?
Yes.
The resolution 21-0111-1 to install 11,000 feet of gas line is approved.
Thank you, Ray. The next item is to approve purchases of multiple types of outdoor exercise equipment for installation at Jennings Park. It's resolution 21-0111-2, and I call on Steve Layton.
Thank you, Mayor, Council. What you're looking at is Lafitte Park in New Orleans, Louisiana, and that is their rendition of their sports park inside their city park. That was pre-COVID. What we're looking at possibly doing in Brewton at Jennings Park is creating a situation where you have, instead of everything under one roof, stations of exercise equipment spread around the track so we can enhance the walking experience or the exercise experience downtown Brewton and Jennings Park. So we'll take a look at some of the pieces of equipment we have. This equipment is made by Acct USA. And if you look at it, you'll notice that there's not any free weights, there's not any chains, there's not any pins, and each of these stations will be spread around the walking track that we now have and used as an enhancement to the exercise experience that people in Brewton would have. So we're looking at a couple pieces of action equipment. You've got a rolling machine, you've got a strider, and then we have some fixed pieces, a dip station and a sit-up station. So these are some of the pieces of equipment that we'd like to see come into the park, to see if the public accepts it, uses it, and then if that's something that we see takes off, we may add other pieces too. But this company specializes in military grade, prison grade equipment that is, it lasts so much longer in the elements, and it is designed to be outside. It's not an indoor type of equipment. So that's what's put before you right now to consider. Are there any questions?
Let me ask one thing, when if we should have another wild storm and the rain comes through, would it wash them away, or are you going to put them where?
These type of equipment is made to be bolted down. Every one of them is made to be bolted to a concrete slab or an existing pavement that you have. So that's one thing. They're not made to be lifted and moved around. They're all rock solid.
So you have to put slabs in for them?
Yes, probably so for some, or footing at least.
Would that be an additional expense to what we've been given here today if we had to go in and put footings in, I'm assuming?
But that would be all first.
One concern or question that I have, and I don't think it's necessarily in competition with, but with Anytime Fitness being a business in Brewton, making the money they make, that of course supports the tax base, I'm wondering if they would have any input, if they would see this as being competitive, because I would not feel comfortable going down that road if they did. And to a lesser degree, maybe even the YMCA, but the Anytime being a business, I'd like to know what they thought about it.
I don't see us being or attempting to go in competition with anyone else. All I see this as being as an enhancement to what's already going out there as far as walkability for our citizens. For them to have a station to step off, get something different other than walking, I just see it as an enhancement to the park, no different than any other type of piece of equipment, swing, bench that we would have out there. But it would be free to the public. Not everybody can afford memberships to Y or Anytime Fitness, and this is something that would be free to the public.
Any other questions? Can you put the resolution up? That's resolution 21-0111-2.
Motion to approve resolution 21-0111-2.
Second.
I have a motion by Councilor Barton and a second by Councilor Watson to approve Resolution 21-0111-2. Is there any further discussion? Hearing none. Councilor Brown?
Yes.
Councilor Jennings?
Yes.
Councilor Watson?
Yes.
Councilor Barton?
Yes.
Resolution 21-0111-2 to approve the purchase of multiple types of exercise equipment is approved.
Thank you, Steve. We have, I think everybody's aware that several surrounding cities have approved Sunday liquor sales in the last few years, and we have been asked about Sunday liquor sales. And so I wanted to appoint a committee to report back to the council on Sunday liquor sales. And that committee would be made up of councilors Brown, Watson, and Barton. And I'd like to have a report, if we could, by maybe the first meeting in March.
Mayor, if you don't mind.
First meeting in April, I'm sorry.
If you don't mind, since we got this 3 council person meeting, explain the sunshine thing so the public can hear it.
Yeah.
Can you explain it to the TV so they hear what we're going to do?
Just mention that.
Yeah, I would, yes.
Yes,
So they
that's
come,
a
we
good
got 3
idea.
council people meet.
When that committee meets as a whole, since it has 3 council members on it, those will be open public meetings advertised.
Yes.
Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.